the bench.
And what about the return for Portia Woodman, who's making her way back from injury? Tournaments like this, important for her to hit the ground running at the HSBC Sevens World Series.
Yeah, stop 2 starts in Dubai next month, so I think she's the first one ever for World Rugby to still be playing rugby while refereeing Sevens, so well done.
Probably one of the first times I've seen refs that can genuinely outrun players as well.
Yeah, roger that.
She's got some wheels as we're underway in this match. New Zealand take the ball from the kickoff. Shannon Parry working hard in defence, but the ball is good for New Zealand. They opt to move it across field and see if they can find some space on this short side. Arakena just tracking, and then the green and gold jerseys come across. Demi Hayes attempts to hold the ball up, but the ball's still good for New Zealand. Willison sends it across field. Harding, and that slippery ball already starting to be seen evident. New Zealand going backwards slightly at the moment. They're spread out on this right-hand side, though. And this is an opportunity to try and expose the Australians. New Zealand do well, and great strength in an individual from Takarena. New Zealand move the ball across field. Fitzpatrick, the captain, met well. Does well to keep the ball safely for her side. New Zealand, again, moving across field, and a little drop ball coming, and Demi Hayes goes in to finish the job. And I think scrums are going to be the order of the day today.
Yeah, but it was very treacherous out there. New Zealand still trying to play ball, even though they're deep in their own 22. But that's the defence of Australia I was talking about, coming up in the line, keeping their shape and making their tackles, making it very hard for New Zealand to get over the advantage line. Everything was across field rather than going forward. And now Australia have a great attacking opportunity.
So right inside the 22. Madison Ashby, one of the stars of Australia's domestic 7 series, feeds the ball into the scrum. Oh, and a lost ball and an opportunity for New Zealand. Felix Hotham with the line in front of her. The Australian defence comes across. Will they catch her? Faith Nathan with the tackle, and New Zealand have gone 60 metres, but the penalty goes to Australia through Staples. Staples takes it quickly. She moves it across field. Australia just a little flat-footed at the moment. Ashby throws it back on the inside. Hayes met well in the tackle. Brothers gives it to Parry. Shannon Parry with the yellow headgear. Charges into the line, loses the ball though. They've got advantage to New Zealand. And they have the ball within the Australian half. Tracking back in on the inside. Lovely inside ball as well. And it's 1-on-1. The cutout pass probably wasn't the right option. New Zealand still in possession. Fitzpatrick moves it across again. There's numbers out here for New Zealand. Harding holds the ball, now throws it back on the inside to Felix Hotham, who's met again by the Australian defence that scrambles just in time. But the penalty goes to New Zealand, and that's lying across on the ball. That was Soraya Parky, who hails from the northern beaches of Sydney, up in Manly. Beautiful part of the world. So Australia 0, New Zealand 0. The impetus all with New Zealand Cup. Yeah,
exhaustive next period of play for New Zealand, holding it for multiple phases after the break from Felix Hotham, but Australia doing well to scramble.
New Zealand in the 22. Dangerous territory. Fitzpatrick gets the ball away. Still available. Fitzpatrick again. Long looping pass. Another step and a little knock on again. Bad passes are going to be difficult to take. It's humid, it's sticky, and it's wet.
Yeah, they looked confused though for mine, the Black Ferns Sevens lady. It's all across field. It's not really to any attacking shape. It's all individual at the moment, and there's passing along the chain. No go forward, too lateral for mine. Someone needs to make a decision to go forward. I know they're trying to get on the outside, but you can't just pass and give. You actually have to take the ball forward, draw defenders, and then pass at the right time. Good defence, Australia, once again.
Yeah, here's mine right here.
So scrum inside the 22.
Crouch. Bind. You need both arms on your props.
Referee just not happy with how that scrum was packed.
Crouch.
Madison Ashby to feed the ball in for Australia.
Ball in.
Ashby.
Ball's out.
They go to the left. New Zealand give chase. Little short ball to Crothers. Staples is on the outside. It's a sea of black jerseys that come across, and excellent work by New Zealand at the breakdown to put Australia under pressure. Demi Hayes had to go in to rescue the situation. Soraya Parkey moves the ball outside to Cassie Staples, who just opens the throttle. Staples, she'll run away and score the first try for Australia. And Australia has scored. And that was Faith Nathan, my apologies, with the try.
Well, the difference in attack between Australia and New Zealand from the scrum, I think it was Madison Ashby who attacked the defensive line in New Zealand, drew in defenders and then passed it at the right time. It was brilliant work. They got over the advantage line, they got numbers there quickly. It was a good clean out and then through their hands.
So 7 points to 0. Australia leading in this match. They did emerge victorious against New Zealand yesterday. So the restart coming. New Zealand take it comfortably. Long left to go in this first half. Shannon Parry with the tackle on Fitzpatrick. Gets the ball away. Felix Hotham. New Zealand edging away from their goal line, trying to get over that halfway. A long bounce pass to Ekeneso. Good work by New Zealand at the breakdown. The penalty goes to Australia for holding on.
A good latch on there by Soraya Parkey. Just using the weight of the New Zealand player to keep her balance. Getting straight over the ball, immovable. New Zealand just a little bit too isolated on that occasion. They're getting owned at the breakdown at the moment. Australia not in a rush here. They'll try and set up one more play before the half, taking their time. Smart play by the Australians.
Here's Cassie Staples. I tried to gift her a try before. What can she do? Ashby. Ashby takes the line on and just kicks it out and says, nope, there's nothing on there.
In the next 7 minutes.
So New Zealand, to get us underway with this second half, they just shift the angle of their approach. And Ashby lets that go over her head.
Well, that's a good kick too from the restart. New Zealand will be under pressure, throwing a member up to try and get and disrupt the throw-in from Australia. Fitzpatrick there, the captain this weekend, done a good job.
Half a metre, yeah. Here's our mark. Yeah, cool. We got it.
So scrum inside the 22.
Yep.
Shannon Parry, sorry, a line out. Shannon Parry gets the ball in, has to go in and rescue the situation. Staples. Oh, dangerous situation for Australia. New Zealand are claiming the try.
Was it grounded? No. By yellow.
What's going to happen here?
There's a... It was kicked into goal. You kicked it out.
No try. I think it's going to be a 5 metre scrum. Fitzpatrick was the one trying to claim it, I think.
So taken over by Australia, I believe, is the call. Which would make sense. Ball's lost there by Soraya Parkey, and we're not going to tell from that angle, but
right, here we go. Crouch.
Could have gone either way, but New Zealand now in a very commanding position in Australia's red zone.
Stand up.
Proving the answer, we'll just have this scrum again.
Just push the back, Aussie press 5.
She's behind the ball here.
Yeah, I'm behind her.
Australia 7, New Zealand yet to score.
Bind. Sit. Ball in.
Well fed in by Willison, gets the ball across. Fitzpatrick, who then shovels it along. A good tackle coming across. New Zealand moving well, and this could be a penalty to Australia. It is. It was great work by Cassie Staples over the ball. She's having a blinder of a tournament. And now the ball gets out to Australia's Soraya Parkey. Parkey with nothing but the line in front of her. New Zealand gives chase. It's a foot race, and I think someone may have done an ankle or a hamstring in back play. But the try goes to Australia. Portia Woodman in back play. Looks like she's done something. That is not what you want to hear for New Zealand fans.
It was good work by Australia on their breakout. Portia Woodman looks like it might be a hamstring. More to come from this. It could be huge ramifications going forward for New Zealand and Portia Woodman. Hopefully it's nothing serious. But Australia making New Zealand pay. Again on the back of some great defence in front of their own line.
As the ball goes away to the right of the posts.
There she is there, Soraya Paki put in an outstanding shift in this one, and the thumbs up, there you go, take that.
Georgia Hanaway. To restart. Kicks deep within New Zealand territory. So Australia leading 12 points to 0. They send the ball over to that far side and it's not able to be controlled. Beacon-Asio.
Just need some composure here, New Zealand. Leaders really need to stand up at the moment. Just pushing the passes, just feeling like they're having to go wide straight away. There's still a lot of time in this game. There's no need to rush anything, just need to be solid in the fact of what they've been trying to achieve over the course of this weekend. The process is Fitzpatrick will go from the centres into the forwards with Shakira Baker onto the field now.
Australia, Hanaway moves it across and oh, a huge hit. But surviving it was Faith Nation. She bounced out of it. Australia still in possession. Hanaway to Parry, to Staples. Rhiannon Byers goes in to support. Parry moving it across field. Parry. Just being patient at the moment. Oh, ball goes backwards. New Zealand shoot up. Ashby in all sorts of trouble, thrown to the ground like a rag doll. Rhiannon Byers, big Australian forward, happy to truck it up. She gives it to Staples. Back to Byers, just needs to get the offload. Staples picks it up. Was that a knock on by Demi Hayes? It was. Wasn't the best pass.
Outstanding work in defence though from Elena Saeli. That was 3 big shots she put on in jersey number 12, coming up and making a difference. That's what you want. Only a young lady, but made her 15-a-side debut. Chucky Stannard there, former Australian men's sevens captain, involved with the women's. Outstanding that he's given back and a lot of experience he'll be passing on, I'm sure, to these laddies.
Rachel Crothers enters the field of play. See the New Zealand bench as well.
They basically have to score from this next set piece to have any chance of pulling back Australia. 2-score lead.
Shannon Parry jogs off. So Australia 12, New Zealand 0. Can New Zealand score next and make a match of this as a huge hit comes across from Byers? It's a 4-on-2 for New Zealand. Little show and go, and they netball pass it over the top to Shakira Barker. There's an Australian player down in back play. Ball still good for New Zealand. Cassie Staples goes in and cleans it up. And Australia have committed too many to that far side of the field. It's a 2-on-1. New Zealand in possession. They get to the halfway, and Australia get the penalty.
Yeah, we're just going to stop for the sake of the Australian player. I think it's Byers.
No.
Yeah.
He hasn't moved.
One of your players is down.
It was that heavy contact you spoke about just earlier on.
Seeing some movement now, which is good to see. She's a tough country New South Wales woman. Oh, yeah.
shoulder, right shoulder.
Yeah.
Left shoulder, is it? It was tough though, like you said.
She probably will be hating that she stopped the game. As she makes her way from the field of play. The Australian medical team.
He's right on the halfway line.
Move back, ladies. We're on the halfway line.
Thank you.
Here we are.
Very tough player.
Time on.
So, with all that, New Zealand will have the feed at the scrum. About 30 seconds left to go in regular time.
Set. Stop. Okay, she can do this.
Ball comes out for the Black Ferns Sevens, and a good hit there from Hanaway. Now New Zealand with the 3-on-1. Ashby moves across. Good tackle there from Murphy. New Zealand still in possession. Got another knock on by New Zealand, and it's really summed up the conditions today. Australia will win this match 12 points to 0 in the Oceania International Final. And a fantastic effort between these two teams. And there's the Australian players who are here in Fiji just cheering on their team. A great effort between both sides. But unfortunately for both teams, just a couple of injuries that will leave the head coaches with a few concerns. Australia 12, they've defeated New Zealand 0.